Start with James Plowright.
Hey JB, last 3 games, you guys have gone pretty cold right at the start of the fourth. Just wondering if that was anything you've seen there, or just kind of missing some open shots. Just anything you noticed from that.
Yeah, I mean, we're searching for answers. We're looking for lineups. We're looking for shot making, and we've gone dry in a lot of these fourth quarters. So we'll keep looking at the different lineups and some different rotations. But I think a lot of it, we've had some good looks. We've had good shots. I mean, they're hitting contested threes, and we're trying to get to the rim. And I think we've had as good of looks. We're just not knocking them down. So we just got to stick with it. And third quarter was good though. I mean, it's not like we changed anything in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, we scored 30 points. We didn't say, hey guys, do something different in the fourth quarter. I mean, it was working in the third quarter. We stuck with it. We just couldn't find the rhythm. We couldn't find the shots. We're not changing anything in the fourth quarter saying, hey, let's slow it down, guys. Let's not move the ball. Let's not make shots. That's not happening. We want to keep playing the same way. And obviously we made shots in the third, 30 points. Unfortunately, they scored 40, but we hung in there with our offense. At least we were still scoring some points, 7-point game to start that fourth. We wanted to keep the same momentum, and we had good momentum to start the fourth quarter. We just couldn't knock them down.
Thank you.
Will.
JB, it seemed like for the first 2.5 quarters, you had some defensive intensity out there with them. Where did you feel like you guys were strong in that aspect?
Yeah, I thought they felt us. We were physical. We were aggressive on them. Obviously, they're a big physical team. Their wings are massive. They're bigger than our power forwards. So, we battled though. Our smalls battled there with Kawhi and Paul George and Morris. I thought our guys had some aggression there defensively. The problem is they made some tough shots. Reggie Jackson hit some tough shots. Nick Batum had hit some tough shots there in the third and early fourth quarter. That was the deciding factor. It's tough to make up, 12 threes, a difference of 12 threes. I think that's 36 points right there. That's going to be tough to make up. We were trying to get threes, but obviously their length and their size, they do a great job. But I think in general, our guys battled defensively. We tried to mix it up. We tried to mix in our zone. We tried a number of things to keep them off balance. Obviously, they have another gear they can get to, and they did there in that second half. But I thought our guys battled overall.
Let's go to Nick and then Rod.
JB, there's a day off tomorrow and then hitting the road, and obviously you guys are optimistic about Miles. Do you get a chance to kind of regroup a little bit and really turn your focus onto those 2 games now?
Yeah, big focus on the New York game. It's going to come quick though. It's going to be we're on a flight tomorrow. We don't have much time to dwell on this one. We got to move forward. 1 o'clock game on Saturday, 1 o'clock game on Sunday. So hopefully we'll get good news on Miles here soon, and that'll help us. But if not, we got to continue to move forward. We got a big game on Saturday.
Hey, JB, these last 2 games against Denver and the Clippers, obviously are 2 postseason teams in the Western Conference. What do you learn about your team, I guess, most about how to close these games out against tough teams as you prepare for the playoffs next week?
Well, I'm encouraged that we're hanging with these groups. At Denver, it was not so good. At LA, it was not so good. We've come a long way. We battled 5-point game against Denver. It was a 1-point game at some point in the fourth quarter. Tonight, to start the fourth quarter, a 7-point game. Again, our guys battled there. But against good teams, you got to be perfect down the stretch. In the fourth quarters, you better bring your best, and you got to make shots, and you got to hope and do your best defensively to prevent them from scoring. And obviously that didn't go our direction there in the fourth quarter, but we put ourselves in position, against Denver to start this fourth quarter as a 7-point game. We just could not close it out, but it's great experience for our guys. We're going to need that again on Saturday.
Let's go to Rick.
JB, after the Pelicans game Sunday, Terry said that he's got to be prepared for just constant smothering defense the rest of the way. Are you seeing much difference as far as the degree to which people are going after him defensively?
I think he's seen it for a while. I mean, he might be feeling it. I mean, I've seen it. It's been, for a while now. When Gordon went out, the focus has turned a little bit, especially when Melo and Gordon went out. The focus of teams has been on Terry Rozier. I mean, that's what, when you have players like Gordon and LaMelo out there on the floor and Miles Bridges, sometimes it can take some pressure off of you. Now he's got the full attention of the scouting reports and everybody's best defender. You know, tonight they just kept, moving between Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, two of the best defenders in the NBA. It's going to be tough, and he's continued to battle through that all year, but I don't think this is anything new. He just saw two great defenders tonight, but since Gordon's been out and Melo was out, to me, the full focus has been on Terry Rozier, number one. And I think he's handled himself great. He's found a way. Tonight, obviously, it's tough with those two guys. They make it extremely difficult. Their length and size out there is elite.
Let's wrap up with Nicole.
Hi, Coach. How much help you having Melo back in the rotation these last weeks to try to get back rhythm for the playing?
Well, it's good to, he's going to get some rhythm here before the playing game. So I think he's knocked off some of that rust and he's getting more and more comfortable. I thought his shot looked better tonight as well. I think he's getting his legs underneath him a little bit more, and hopefully that wrist is becoming more and more comfortable for him right now. So it's really important. It's going to give us a 10-game sample before the playing game, since he's come back. So that's going to be important. And I think he's really added to our, the spirit of the group. It's great to have him back, and hopefully we'll get some more added reinforcement in the next day or so.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, guys. We'll head over to the player line.